What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Wnba DFS here to bring you guys that WNBA slate breakdown for the 2-game WNBA slate. My apologies yesterday on the video. Unfortunately, your boy had classes that he had to attend, so I was not able to actually get one recorded. But if you guys are sub to the channel, if you guys are sub to the Patreon, you still was able to get my player pool and my core. I post that up there on the site like I always do. And since I personally wasn't able to do a video yesterday, I did do a little bit more of notes in regards to everything that I had posted. Of course, like depending on what a player needed and whatnot, just the way that I had seen the stuff going. And the court wasn't bad yesterday. Melbourne, she did pretty well. Fag Bentley took a minute to get going in the second half. Side 2 was kind of a no-brainer right there. Really didn't need to pay up to fee, which was my my whole thing. 12.5 was a bit expensive for fee, and I would have covered that in the video. I even said that, waiting for that big game. Granted, she still dropped 40-something fantasy points, but if you played Side 2 and if you played AT and you played Azure Stevens, you didn't need fee at all. So it was just one of those things where it comes down to kind of like last year where we looked at, okay, am I playing Asia Wilson? Am I playing Asia? Am I playing Asia? Am I playing Asia? And that was kind of one of the first things that I saw yesterday on the slate. Jade Melbourne, I really did like the upside for her. Unfortunately, it was a Veronica Burton day. Melbourne, she played well. She really did play well. Was pretty good out there, and I won't be surprised when she actually becomes the starter out there instead of Schick Sutton. But damn, man, Veronica Burton had a big day. My feelings, I had Tiffany Hayes was my other player that I had right here. Hayes broke her nose, so that automatically just shitted my night. And then I had AT and Azure Stevens was my last two feelings that I had as well. So unfortunately, injured player really did not go my way. It sucks, but it is what it is. In other news, my Dallas Wings are 0-3. 0-3. Damn, it sucks, but we saw a much better game from them. Finally, Arike got going. Definitely something that we're going to need to see moving forward. I'm not going to panic just yet. Not going to hit the panic button yet. When we get about 8 games in, if we don't have a win by 8 games, then I'm probably going to be like, ugh, it's looking like another season for us. The Valkyrie, they finally got a dub yesterday. Finally took down the undefeated Washington Mystics, which game was actually pretty close. Again, Veronica Burton had a huge day yesterday. And then for the Sparks, unfortunately, Kelsey Plum, she cannot do it all by herself. Azure Stevens, she was pulling, she was trying. They needed a lot more from Derek and Hamby and other pieces over there. Maybe if they have Rikia Jackson, they probably could actually been able to get the dub there. But Alyssa Thomas and Tatu Sabli, they are showing that they definitely can lead this team. And then once they get Kalia Copper, which surprisingly to me, I was really wondering how this team was going to look when it actually came down to it. But to see that they actually can mesh, that they can play pretty well together so far, it's up. And then if they can actually get some shooters, that's going to be one of the key things that they're going to need over here for Phoenix Mercury. They get them some shooters that can actually shoot the ball pretty well. The upside is going to be tremendous because right now, granted, Monique, she actually got her shot going this game. Last game, she really wasn't it. But of course, second game of the season, looking better, getting out there. If you can get Sammy to actually knock down her shot, I know Satu, she's up and down in regards to her shooting. Westbell can continue to go out there and knock down 2 to 3 threes a game. We know AT's not shooting a 3. If AT all of a sudden with her broken shoulders is shooting a 3, call 911 because something wrong. Something is desperately wrong if she's out there shooting those things. But if they can get some more production from 3-point shot from them, and maybe Copper might be the one to bring that when she comes back to the team, it's going to be interesting for the Phoenix Mercury. They definitely will be a hard out, and I kind of wish I would have took the over on their season wins total when I had the chance to, for sure. But that's enough with the review from yesterday. Gonna go ahead and get on with today. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the content your boy drops over here on the channel. And drop a like on this video or any of my other videos. Help you guys win some money, or you enjoy listening to your boy talk about this stuff right here. Looking at it, we got 2 games, and I'm going to be very honest. I really am not a fan of today's slate. One, we already saw the Indy versus the Atlanta Dream. That was just 2 days ago. And then we have New York Liberty and Chicago Sky with a ton of days of rest. And this is still, of course, going to always be my issue with the WNBA, is that the days between games for some of the teams is ridiculous. Like, for whatever reason, I feel like I have not watched every single team play to start the season, but they have, which is just, it's wild, it's crazy, it doesn't make any sense to me. But in my mind, something's missing. And of course, I realized it was like, oh, I ain't seen New York play in a minute. Where the hell New York at? Oh, I ain't seen Angel Reese. I haven't seen nothing flooded on my timeline about the disgraceful Angel Reese in quite some time. Where the hell everybody at? So, yeah, we still definitely got to work on that right there. But head on over to DraftKings, the site I play the most on the site. If you guys don't got an account, you want one, check the link down in the description below so you guys get that deposit match bonus and join your boy over here on the King. Again, if you're looking for my player pool, course, all that stuff, check the YouTube membership tab, or the link for the Patreon is down in the description below. Besides getting my stuff, you get my boy BK, you get my boy Jay. The betting picks are up there as well. The prop thread, all that stuff that we normally give out to you guys, all of that is over there as well. Check it out for as little as $5, $5. So Indy taking on Atlanta. I saw quite a first of all, Caitlin Clark, she's here. I have never not agreed with her game. I definitely figured that she would struggle. Her rookie season stuff, to see how she would adjust to the league, the physicality and everything like that. And I mean, hey, got to call it the physicality, but she definitely has adjusted. You got a much better coach that is coaching you, and we're seeing it. The potential assists. She's averaging over 20 potential assists a game right now. And as long as they leave her 10 assist line, her 9.5, 10 assists, 9 assists, whatever, as long as that thing stays under minus 160 for me, I'm going to smash the over every single time. I will take the free money if you're going to continue to give it to me, because that is crazy. Double-double in that last game. Definitely wasn't able to get the rebounds. Interesting enough, it's going to be an interesting game. I do feel like for Indy, for them to win the game, is going to be with the guards. Aaliyah Boston, she was able to go out there and have a good game. Decent. Took her a minute for her to get going. Preposterous in the first half. Came back in the second half and got it going big time. Double-double. All those things came for her. The assist upside, all those things were there. The assist upside is definitely going to be there for her because of the action they're playing. The high screen action with Boston. A lot of her assists did go to Caitlin Clark out there for those threes and stuff like that she was actually able to knock down. I don't mind going back to Clark. 11-9, you do got to pay up for somebody on the slate. If you think that Clark has possibly been able to figure out this Atlanta Dream Team, which 56.25 fantasy points does tell me that she figured out something right here in this game. 5-11 from 3. I like the upside. I don't mind it. I will take it. 11-9 makes sense. Aaliyah Boston going against the double bigs. I still am just like, 9-9. That is quite expensive to want to sit here and pay. I get it. I don't mind coming down here to Natasha Howard instead, who was 1K less. I understand 15.25 fantasy points. She was still aggressive. She was still looking for a shot. All those other things. Fouls. I mean, it's the double big line. Still don't mind going to Natasha. I do think that this is a spot where she can definitely bounce back. It lets you get the savings off of coming from Boston. Kelsey Mitchell, too reliant on scoring, but again, 29.5 fantasy points off 24 actual points. I'm not going to expect her to go out there and light it up like that. I really wish we can get some extra peripherals from her, but if you land there, that's definitely something I would take. I would definitely take her over Wnba Bonner, considering that Bonner looks like the odd man out. Only 16 minutes in the game. Lexi Hull ended up playing a ton more minutes because of it. Sophie Cunningham, she's still a game time decision. Possible for her to be out. Apparently, there's still swelling in her ankle. So if Cunningham's going to be out and I'm not going to mess with Bonner, then definitely Lexi Hull makes for a really good value piece. 29 minutes in that game, 10.25 fantasy points. You can do a lot worse on the slate in regards to value, and I don't mind that. Everyone else over here, we're not looking at them. We don't even give a damn. Unless you feel like Boston's going to get in foul trouble, we could see a boost in minutes for Dantas or Bree Turner. Dantas only played 3 minutes in the last game, so GPP option if you even decide to go in that direction. And Turner, I still don't understand how the hell she's on the roster half the damn time, because her defense, to me, does not make up for the lack of offense that you give me when you're on the court. On the Atlanta Dream side of things, Atlanta is taking a ton of threes. Let me see if I can't pull that up. They took 33s in that last game versus the Indiana Fever. And then the first game versus the Washington Mystics, they took 36. Now, granted, on spectrum of things, they're hitting them at a 30. Look, that's 33 right there. And then at a 26 rate, the point is they're taking a ton of threes. One prop that I am going to keep an eyeball on, and if I can still always get it, again, in that minus 160, minus 150 range, is going to be Alicia Gray for 2 threes, possibly 3 threes, just because the volume of the threes that they are taking is crazy. That was something that I noticed after the first game, and the trend, of course, is continuing. Now, the thing going into this game, going up against the Indiana Fever, is that Alicia Gray looks great, awesome. Ryan Howard, bounce back, really great spot. Think that she can give us more, and I do like the idea of more from Ryan when we can actually get it. Same thing for Alicia Gray, 9,700. That price is pretty expensive, but we do know what she brings on the defensive side, and without Canada being out there, the peripherals in regards to getting those assists, all that stuff is there for her. But the double big action with Bree Jones and Brittany Griner was what was working and killing it out there for them. Because, I mean, think about it. You got Boston, you got Natasha Howard on the other side, 2 dominant bigs over here, and Brianna Jones going out here, pretty much averaging double-double, of course, start the season. I like it. And Bree was cooking early out there. The fact that she's actually out here trying to knock down some threes, I like it. I like it. 9,100. I have no problem going back to her. Of course, both of Griner and Bree Jones are cheaper than Boston, and this could be another slate, another idea where we can take the double bigs from Brittany Griner and Brianna Jones going up against Indy, running back with Caitlin Clark, and find your value in the New York and Chicago game, which should possibly more than likely will be a blowout. But that right there, I do like double bigs. Definitely do think that their upside is there for them, especially just the matchup and the consistency that they actually are showing. Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, both those be GPP candidates. Nothing that you got to get to. Now, the big thing is going to be Pow Pow. Pow Pow is starting, but Pow Pow is seeing roughly about 18-20 minutes is what she's playing the game. Didn't have the best game last time. 6 fantasy points. Definitely a bounce back candidate. Probably will be lower owned after the fluke that she had last time out. Definitely another one of those players that if she's out there, she's going to be taking those 3-point shots, things of that nature. She's learning the game. But we are seeing the rookie class so far. They're playing pretty well. Kiki averaging practically almost a double-double out there. She's killing it on the glass over there for Washington, looking really well. And I'm liking the upside. We're seeing Paige. She's going ahead. She's flourishing. She's doing some good things. Citron, she's playing well as herself as well. So the upside for the rookie class is looking good. Pow Pow, 4-4. I still will go ahead and take a chance on her. Definitely would look there. But with that being said, Maya Cadwell, she does play better defense than what Pow Pow can go out there and play. Cadwell did see a boost in regards to her minutes out there over Pow. Same thing for Hillman, Coffee, both all these guys. It would be just a shot in the dark. Pow Pow would be the one that I would rather get to and the one I would rather play. Going on over to New York Liberty, taking on the Chicago Sky. Again, man, these guys have had a ton of just rest galore. Brianna Stewart going up against the Chicago Sky. I have no problem. 8th grade complaint taking that. 10-8. Good spot. I'm not scared of the Angel Reese defense. If she decides she wants to go out there and just drop some buckets, she will. She'll be able to. Makes sense if you don't want to go with the double big lineup for the Atlanta Dream. You can mess with that for Brianna Stewart. Serena Ionescu, down game in that first game, but of course, getting adjusted to having Cloud over there, that'll be an adjustment, but she will be going up against her old running mate in Courtney Vandersloot, so maybe she decides she wants to give it a little bit of umph in this game right here. Definitely a good GPP option and a pivot off of some of the other guards that we have over here, Caitlin Clark, Ryan Howard, the Alicia Gray. I wouldn't mind going there. Jonquil Jones going up against the Cardosa matchup. JJ, she can't stretch the floor. Cardosa kind of tends to stay in the paint. Definitely more of a drop big, so I could see JJ being able to flourish and have a pretty big game. Both JJ and Brianna Stewart had a 41.5 fantasy points in their first game. Both of them. I wonder how many times we'll be able to say both of them actually dropped 40 fantasy points this season. That will be very interesting to note and to see. But I don't mind JJ or Brianna Stewart. Either one of those guys both of them are in play. Again, we just saw, Aaliyah Boston going up against Chicago Sky have a pretty amazing game. JJ, if she doesn't get herself in foul trouble, she can do the same thing here in the spot. Natasha Cloud was getting buckets last time out. 17 shot attempts. That's actually a bit higher than what I would expect for her to take, especially when you have Stewie, Sabrina, JJ on this team, and then Phoebich, all the other Marina Johannes, all the other players that they have on this team. I wouldn't exactly expect for Cloud to continue to take about that many shots. Maybe bring him back down towards 12, but 52.5 fantasy points. The upside is definitely high. Chicago, they do turn the ball over quite a bit. I can't see those peripherals going up for Cloud here, and if she's going to play with that oomph that she has, 8,600, we are going to have to consider her, but I would temper my expectations and not expect another 50 plus fantasy point outing from her. Maybe come back down to the 35 range if she can actually get there. I do like her assist. Her assist is she had about 18 to 20 potentials in that first game, so I do like Cloud for her assist here again today. That'll definitely be something that we could look to right there. Phoebich, she played, really didn't do too much when she was out there. 30 minutes, 15.5 fantasy points. Value if you get there, you land there. That's pretty much it. Kennedy Burke, she was, I want to say, one of the first ones off the bench for them besides her and Baby Saberly. They played pretty much the most minutes right there off the bench. I do like both of them for value right here, especially if you do believe that New York Liberty can blow out the Chicago Sky, which I would imagine that they probably will blow out the Chicago Sky. On the flip side of things, Chicago, Angel Reese is Angel Reese. The only thing that I have is that Angel did not play versus New York Liberty too well last season. Pretty much just the same two bigs that she's going to be going up against that she had to face last year. I'm not too inclined to go to Angel Reese, 9,700. I would rather look towards my Brianna Jones, my Brittany Grinders, instead of looking towards Angel. Definitely makes for a GPP option if you want to mess with that and go there. Ariel Atkins, I would expect a bounce back game. There's no reason why Ariel Atkins only took 6 shot attempts last game. There's none. There's no reason at all whatsoever. This was your big season acquisition right here in Atkins. You need to get her more involved. I would expect hopefully about 30 plus fantasy points, 7,500. That's a little bit too cheap for me, and I wouldn't mind taking a stab on her. But Courtney Vandersloot, for whatever reason, Courtney was out there, played 29 minutes, played a ton of minutes, going up against, of course, the former team. I would imagine she might be getting presented with her ring here tonight. So maybe play with a little extra feels. She had a ton of potential assists, and I'm gonna go right back to Sloot's assist. She had a ton of potentials, but Chicago just couldn't hit shit. They legit didn't hit anything. I wouldn't mind going ahead and jumping onto the Sloot train for her assist. Makes for a GP option, but if I got to come between the guards, I would rather take Atkins over Courtney Vandersloot. Cardosa, she keeps herself out of foul trouble, but definitely be something you consider. Everyone else, the only other thing is I would say Kia Nurse would be a GP option because Kia Nurse could possibly be a difference maker here. But don't get too excited with trying to roster Kia Nurse. She did shoot like 1 of 6 or 0 of 6 from 3. Yeah, 0 of 6 from 3. They got to have some type of positive regression to threes. Like some of these players, they're not as bad 3-point shooters as what they showed. We just got to actually see it right there. But Chicago, definitely a wild horse. I'm going to look a little bit deeper into them, try to figure out who exactly on a roster from the side. Right now, Ariel Atkins at the top of my list when it comes down to it. To be honest, this 2-game slate, it doesn't shape up to be pretty to me at all. I really don't like it, but I'm definitely going to see what I can find. Of course, player pool core, all that stuff will be out for you guys later on today. Good luck to everybody playing the slate. If you guys, hopefully you guys are enjoying the season so far. Drop a like on the video if you guys did enjoy the content. See you guys later on. Good luck. Peace.